For 2024. This is the round 10 review. All right, round 10 review, almost halfway through the season, believe it or not. So if you want to get some of my insights and my trades, what I'm thinking of doing each round for the next 13 rounds at least, hit the like and subscribe button if you're new around here as well, so you don't miss any of it. Thank you to those that have stood by for the stuck around for the first half of the season. Here's to another. Let's hope for a fruitful second half to the year. Okay, so 2,368 is what I scored in round 10, and it only resulted in a 287 spot rank change, which this is the thing that sort of annoys me a bit, is, as we'll see in a second with my side, with the players that I have, they're just not performing, and of course they don't perform all on the 1 week, and a score of 2,368 only moves me up that much. It should be higher than that. So we're sort of puttering along, just meandering about. So I'm not going to ruin my structure though over it. I think it's just, I've got the things in place, just let it do its thing. Trust in the players I brought in, trust in the side, trust in who's in what spots, and the rank will just be a byproduct of that. Okay, so won 7 out of 11 leagues, which was good. So that just means that four league matchups, there was some good scores, 2,400 or more, which for this time of year is very, very good. So we've got round 11 coming up. It's not a bye round, I don't believe. I think the byes start, yes, the byes start at the end of next round. So next round, round 12. So that'll be best 18. So we've got a bit of flexibility there. We can start to colour a few players as well. Anyway, let's see how I went. So Dacos, I'll put the captain on him at 105. I mean, he got 41 disposals and 105 SuperCoach points. He must have had about 10 clangers or something. But that's like Nick Martin level. An absolute accumulator, 41 disposals and only gets 105. It's like, hang on a minute, what's going on there? But anyway, I had him as the captain because Walsh, I think, got 85 on Friday night, I think it was. So Sheezel 117. Again, didn't really do a lot, I didn't think so. He sort of scraped to 117. He was on 40, I think, at half time. So it was like, here we go. But this was obviously Sunday's game, so I'd seen Thursday, Friday and Saturday's games. So I had an idea of, all the other underperforming primos, as we'll get to. So to get 117, I'm happy with that. I'm not sure if I'll keep him after his bye. I think he's probably a flick at the bye, unfortunately. I wouldn't have said that. If you'd had have said to me at the start of the year, will you trade Harry Sheezel at his bye, I would have said no, definitely not. But he seems to be a bit of a role change. He's now in the midfield and he's got to share the footy with Davies Uniacke, with Powell, a few others as well. And when McKercher comes back, I think McKercher has that half-back role. So probably looking like Sheezel might have to be moved on. That'll free up a bit of cash though, which will be good. You can sort of slingshot after the buys. But we'll cover that as the buys come along. Hayden Young, 121. I'm very happy with that. Whitfield, 112. Stewart, 75. He's another one. I'm like, ugh. He's dropped so much cash now. What did I pick him up? I think I started him at, oh golly, would have been almost near 600. And he's dropped to 490,000 effectively. So, whether you just ride it out and hopefully the scores improve, or whether you cut your losses and run. But the fact that we're talking about trading Tom Stewart at the bye, it's like, hang on, this is bizarro world. This isn't a normal SuperCoach season, but we're dealt the hand we're given, I guess. Closey 49, so he'll be on the chopping block. Whether I can use him though for cover in the buys, we'll chat through that in a sec. Howes 53, Graham did not play, so he's on the chopping block effectively. Butters 127, only 93 from Bont. Yeah, a bit disappointed with Bont's output this year, got to be honest with you. There's a couple of games where he throws in 93. He was almost 700. He was over 700,000, and I brought him in at the start of the year because he's Bont and Belly. I wouldn't pay 700,000 for many players, but he was one of them. But he seemed to have dropped off as well. Tuke Miller 97. There was a demolition on Thursday night, and he only gets 97 off 25 odd disposals. So I'm not sure what was going on at Champion Data this weekend, but they must have recalibrated the algorithm or something. But Walsh 85, he got 25 odd touches as well, I believe, and only gets 85. Steele 86, same thing. Petrarca 87, he got 20 touches exactly last night. Clary 124, very pleased with that. I brought in Clary. He seems like he's back to somewhat of, or at least 3/4 of the way through what he used to be, which is great. Tom Green, 95. So this is what I'm saying. Like, the all the primos sort of misfire in the 1 week. Bontempelli, Miller, Walsh, Steele, Petrarca, and Green. That's 7/8 of my engine room that have scored under 100. And, it just happened to be all in the 1 week. So that's a bit annoying. But, go again. Gawn, 109. Yeah, we'll take it, but not ideal. Marshall, 169. I brought in Marshall. Very happy with that. So the trades that I have brought in, Marshall, 169 and Oliver, 124. I'm happy with that. Jordan Sweet didn't play, so again, got to look at what I'm going to do with him. Whether I hold him through the buys just as cover for Gawn and Marshall, if he is playing, that is, and he should make a bit of money, then I can just slingshot him to whoever after Port's buy, or when they're on their buy, just get rid of him and bring in a forward that we don't know who's going to be yet. Heaney's 121, just gets it done every week. Flanders, same, 127. Really pleased with Luke Jackson, 154. Wilson, 75. You'll take there's a rookie score. Darcy, 84. Same thing, Garcia, 51. So Jones, luckily I had him at E, because he got subbed off. I don't know whether I'll trade him or whether I'll hold him, and Newen as well. Alright, so let's have a look. So the most traded out that are in my team, 8,500 have traded out Darcy Wilson. Don't really know why you'd do that if he's scoring 75. Have a look at his break even. That comes on. 76 break even. Okay, that's probably why. But even so, if he's scoring 75 on field, we've got virtually nothing else to choose from in the forward line, so I'll probably keep Wilson. Darcy Jones, I can see why people are jumping off him. He's got 59 break even now. He's going to lose money. Now's the week to probably get off. Graham, same. Closey, I understand that, and Garcia. So yeah, most traded in. So Joe Richards, I think he'll be one I'll bring in this week. Is it Freya? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Minus 59 break even. Mid forward. The Bevo factor for me is a bit of an alarm. He's more than, there's every chance that he's going to be dropped. I mean, think about it this way. With the Bulldogs, someone like Riley Sanders, a top 10 draft pick, is not playing, and we're expected to believe that a 117 rookie is going to get, a steady stream of games that we can pick him. I'd say that's highly unlikely, but I could be wrong. But I see why people are coming in, bringing him in. Ethan Phillips, don't know much about him to be honest, but minus 23 break even, may bring him in. Houston, I can see the appeal, definitely. He's certainly underpriced for that output. And Sexton, I had Sexton in, but I traded him out. He seems to have come back into favour because he's restarted his cash gen. He's at minus 40 break even now, so for 277. It's an awkward price though, isn't it? But anyway, so what I'm thinking of doing this round, so I've got 48k in the bank, 19 trades. It's virtually operation get rid of the Deadwood rookies. So that will be Graham will go for someone. Probably Newen will definitely go. So he's going to go. I've already got my 2 trades because I don't have any boosts left. So it's probably going to be Graham down to someone. I don't have any other defender rookies or anyone I can DPP, can I? No. Alright, so Graham, so I may have to bring in Phillips as the only defensive rookie. Phillips, and I'd say Newen for probably Richards for Collingwood. They're probably my two moves at the moment. At least Phillips, you'd think he'd get some sort of a run at a game time potentially. And with a minus 23 break even, that's not too bad there. Alright, so let's have a quick look while we're here, just because I feel like it. We'll have a look at the buys, see how I'm sitting for the buys, keeping in mind their best 18 as well. Alright, so for round 12, first round of the buys, what's that I'm missing? So from the 18 on field, that's not 18, sorry. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've just got 18 on field at the moment, but I can obviously supplement that with Sullivan. If I do no trades at all this week and next, or if I bring in the other guys, I can, I've got Sweet for cover, but he'll be on the bench anyway. He's only in the ruck, he's not dual position. I'll put Sullivan on field, so that gets me 19. I'll probably put, if Garcia stays as well, probably put Howes on field as well if he's picked. So I've got options there for round 12, not looking too bad. Round 13. So round 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. So I got 20 for round 13. Not looking too bad there. Let's have a look at round 14. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's a bit of work for round 14, but we'll come to that. Round 15 as well. So 15. Okay, so 15 we need a few players as well. So, yeah. So for example, coming out of round 14. No, that's not the Port Freo one, is it? No. Anyway, I'll have to have a bit more of a check about a game plan essentially for the buys, but not looking too bad. There's a couple of rounds where I could be a little bit light on, but we'll work our way through that as we go. All right, so that's the round 10 review. Just got to keep puttering along. Can't really do much when, as I said, 7/8 of your midfield misfire. But now's not the time to be doing rash stuff. I think now's the time to be approaching the buys with, that's our next step. So we get rid of the deadwood rookies. We can bring in the rookies that are going to make us a lot of money. And then we start to look at who we're going to target after their buy, who we're going to flick at their buy, and who we're going to bring in after, keeping in mind that it's best 18. So that gives us a bit more flexibility. So you can obviously field rookies on the field. You don't have to trade them if you don't want to. All right, thanks very much. I'll talk to you soon.